Hello, hello, hello there, everyone. Thank you for joining in. Um, immediately you'll notice that I've gone for a bit more streamlined setup today. But that's just basically like I want to make more of an attempt to make these like TikToks and shorts and stuff. And I went to just make an edit the other day and was like, oh, this is quite difficult, and I've got like my camera in the wrong place and stuff. So specifically for like these competitive battle streams, I'm just making things a little bit simpler for the setup, just so it's a bit easier for me to get all the information on screen and be able to clip everything out and stuff. So it was a little bit difficult last time, and also the music was like really loud last stream. Like I couldn't really hear me talking over the music very well. So I just think it's like one of those of like, it'll be nice to have these is a bit easier to be able to like, clip out, edit together, maybe share as like individual battle videos over on my YouTube or on TikTok and things like that. So, for these Pokemon streams, I'm gonna keep it a little bit simpler like that. Scarlet and Violet is the most current generation, so Gen 9 on the Switch. So we're just playing current Pokemon competitiveness. So, Red Hot will immediately... The sausages are still here. Do not worry about that. The sausages are still available. We're keeping it simple, but we can't get rid of the sausages. Nice, yeah. One of those of I'm doing my best to like try and start being better at maybe like communicating what I'm doing and why and what I expect to happen and stuff like that, just so maybe people watching can pick up a little bit. But Red Hot, you may see a couple of Pokemon that you haven't fought before from myself. So I've got like 4 new Pokemon that I've built over this week. We've got a Latias, who I couldn't nickname, unfortunately. Going for like a little Tailwind recover build. However, I do want to change Dragon Breath, don't I? Latias I quite like. I like the idea of like the jet. I think it's very uninspired posing in terms of the 3D animation of just like it just sits there like a lot of Pokemon do in a really awkward pose. Like they could make it look way more like streamlined and jet-like in its posing, but oh nice. Brought a friend along to like just become your champion. I've done the classic, I've got Incineroar already. I've got like the parting shot and the fake out on it. Yeah, I think like I've done one of those things of like, oh, Carl wants to know when we're live, so I'm live now. I've just like gone on to like, the Smogon thing of like take suggestions for builds and just built what they've suggested, and then like over time as I get a bit better and learn a bit more, maybe I can start thinking of like, how do I tweak this around like the way that I like to play and stuff. So I've gone very classic with just here's the builds that are suggested online. And then hopefully as I get a bit better and learn a bit more about each individual build and Pokemon and how I want it to be placed on my team and stuff, I can maybe swap some moves around. The Latias that I've got has been suggested Ice Beam. So no Dragon Stab on it. And we've got the Farigiraf. Oh, I did what did I nickname this? So I've got the Incineroar is called Putista. I was quite proud of that one. The Farigiraf one is a salsa. I don't even know how to pronounce it. But I went with, so the way that they spell Farigiraf is like the first 5 letters of giraffe at the end of the name, and then reverse the 4 of them, and then put it at the start. So I've done the same, but with sausage. So it's the start of sausage, like SAUSA, as the second half of the name, and then flip it and start placing it backwards, and it's like, for Rigoraph might be the way that they've done it. Oh no, yeah, it will be, yeah, of course, because I've just copied the way they've done it. It is a palindrome of like a sour. I'm like, how? What is this? But it's just the only way that I could think of like another thing. I nearly did it with zebra, but I was like, but then you just got the full like name of the animal in there of like, it's just zebra at the end, which is a bit boring. Zebra, however you want to say it, but like, I'll give Carl a call. Maybe he'll just answer. See. So that one looks very complicated, but it's just like a salsa. Yeah.
Sec.
Oh, he's in. And then the Flutter main I've just called Buttery main because of course. But Carl knows, like, straight away coming in, just like, I've got a Flutter main now, Carl.
God, why would you do such a thing?
Because I'm just going full meta. I've got to do it. I've got to lean in.
Are you still taking the charge bug, or are you just going to go the meta and go play the meta, but
So I'm going to start...
play the meta so you can, like, play off meta?
So I can start figuring out more, yeah. So, like, I'm just going to try some, like, proper meta Pokemon, figure out what's going on with my life, and, like, learn the game a bit more, and then... rather than starting anti-meta when I know nothing, probably better to like go meta, just take some like copy-paste builds online.
Learn the meta, and you can learn how to undo the meta sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So I've trained up like a Latias, an Incineroar called Putista, a Farigiraf called a Salsa, and a Flutter main called Buttery main.
Like just the soft buttery
just
main.
Like the soft buttery main. So yeah, I now feel like I've got like a good selection of like really meta Pokemon. That I don't necessarily have like a full like good idea of a team and how to build the team around it, but like, you know, I have it existing somewhere now. And we can try. What is happening to you, Carl? You sound like you're getting attacked.
Oh, I'll turn it down. I'm just playing some Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, okay, right. I was like,
Lucas.
It sounds like just you like getting your phone thrown around the room.
Lucas, this game is so big. There's so much in this game.
Mm-hmm.
And so much of it is really bad.
Yeah, I've heard like most people say what you and our friends have said in our group chat of like the highs are high, but the lows are real fucking low.
There are some fucking lows in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Lucas, do you know when you fight? Have you fought a summon yet?
Yeah, I've done Titan so far. Only Titan.
How was Titan at full power?
Like
pretty
difficult. But after like a little bit of grinding, I was able to like figure out its bullshit.
Yeah, and it's like if you've got to use your entire team to basically work around everything you can do. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Like you've got to like go in, know its moveset, full effort, and not fuck up. But it was doable.
Okay, so what would you say if while you were fighting Titan, Bahamut turned up? What would you say to that?
I'll probably just walk away and stop trying.
Yeah, that was the fight I had earlier, where it's like, okay, this is the challenge, and okay, fight Titan, and then Bahamut shows up, and Bahamut used Mega Flare.
Holy shit!
Because they don't get different movesets, Lucas. They keep their full entire moveset, and then when they got to half health, they got shields. And if I didn't destroy the shield, and I just went, what am I actually supposed to do here?
Mm-hmm.
What is the intention of what they want me to do?
Oh, I need to give us 1 sec. I need to put Ice Beam on that Latias because I forgot yesterday, apparently.
No, I'm watching your stream, but I will be like 5-6 seconds behind.
Yeah, and you'll notice I've gone for like a bit of a simpler stream setup. To just like I went to go do some like shorts for my TikToks, and it was like for Pokemon specifically, there was a lot going on my stream to like, you know, for new people coming in. And I was like trying to find it hard to cut around all of that. And it was like my camera was hiding the Pokemon health a little bit and stuff. And then for some reason, my music last week was like almost as loud as I was. So I was like, I'm going to just clean it up for this Pokemon stream and just keep it nice and simple.
Well, it's a learning process.
It is, because as I said, I want to kind of cut out these and like post them as individual battles on YouTube or on TikTok and stuff, and just like maybe trim up some of the in-between bits and edit it down a little bit, but I think they make for fun videos.
Also, I think me and you are in similar boats where we don't have too much of an attachment to the content that we make, so we're
not really, no.
Especially not something like the layout for your streams.
Mm-hmm. Like the only thing that I have an attachment to really with streaming wise is all of like the sausage dog gifs. Like that's my thing, right?
I hope they don't show up like when you're doing a good stream, like a good Pokemon moment.
Nah, it's fine, because like Pokemon's slow paced, isn't it?
Fair enough, yeah.
And that can just be like, you know, the essence of flavour that sets me apart from watching another Pokemon battle. It's fine.
No, it's good. Oh, Lucas, what do you do when Bahamut shows up?
I don't know, because like Bahamut, for anyone that isn't aware, was like the mega boss of the Final Fantasy VII remake at like the very end. Like that was the summon that you had to fight at the very end that was super tough.
Yeah.
As like the optional super summon. Oh no, we haven't even got the right things for Ice Beam. So I'll tell you what, yeah, we'll use like a dragon move for now. And maybe we can put the Ice Beam. Again, it's one of those of like, oh, I can't even use Draco Meteor. Frigiback Scales. Like, this is why it's just awful. I was like, oh, I do have a Draco Meteor in the bag though.
Like, this system is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it every of the 900 Pokemon has a unique collectible item? Why is it not just kill dragon Pokemon?
Yeah. I wouldn't mind it if it was that of like dragon scales or something.
You get dragon type Pokemon, like EVs.
Mm-hmm.
Of like, there's like, you know, there's 6 different EVs dropped by different Pokemon, and some Pokemon drop 2. Make it like that. Of just go fight like ice type Pokemon, go fight grass type Pokemon.
Ooh, do we do also thank you for joining in, Shadow. Take care, yeah. Thank you for best wishes and everything. Just getting distracted in the Pokemon. Yeah, no problem, Patty Cakes. I will do my best to try and explain stuff to people and take things a bit slower. Obviously, like, there's literal battle timers, but I'll try to do my best to, like, explain what's going on. So, Carl, like, we could do Draco Meteor, which is just, you know, the big stab on Latias, like, get a dragon move in there, do super damage. Or do we go for, like, instead of the Ice Beam, which I don't have a TM for, we could do Icy Wind, which is...
It's great for control, yes?
Yeah, because that, you know, lowers the speed of both Pokemon on the opposite side and hits both.
Excellent.
So I don't know, do you reckon we just go for, like, fuck it Draco Meteor, or do you reckon Icy Wind could work?
But does your team need speed control? Or
well, Latias does have Tailwind already.
In which case, I'd probably go for the Draco Meteor then.
Just go for the big hit, yeah.
It's the standard, isn't it? And it,
yeah,
it's frustrating, like, looking at your team. Or they stuff like, you can't mix up your team too much.
In what sense?
Like, you know, if you wanted to try like the Icy Wind build and get rid of... Actually, no, in this game, isn't it, if you teach it a TM, you can go to the move rememberer.
Oh, can you? Okay.
I'm not sure, is that a thing? If it's taught TM, you can remember that?
I'm not aware of that, I'm not sure. I've not heard that before, but it might just be because I've not encountered it. Yeah, Icy Wind is a good choice, but yeah, the fact that we've got Tailwind, like, maybe, as you say, because Tailwind is our, like, essentially our speed control over the match anyway.
Yeah, 2 speed control feels a bit redundant. But obviously, this is what you're here to learn, isn't it?
It is, yeah, and like that's one thing that would be nice is like sitting here and learning our teams and just learning what mistakes we make and what, you know, if we go into a battle where, oh damn, actually Icy Wind would have been really to our favour at that point. And I will say the Pokemon that I have trained, the only thing that I've like struggled with is copying all of the Terra types. I haven't gone around to doing that yet.
That just seems like one of those things you're gonna have to like just sit down one day and just change like 50 Terra types.
It's because just how much you have to go like farm the shards is difficult, yeah. So fuck it. Like we're going yeah, we'll do like a full meta. I like Latias is not like super like high usage, but I think is still top tier. So what we've gone with is we've got a Latias, an Incineroar, an Urshifu, a Fluttermane, an Ogerpon, and a Farigiraf.
Luke's has joined the dark side.
Which is just, yeah, it's fully joining the dark side, right? Can I have 2 Pokemon with the same item? Can I have 2 citrus berries?
I don't believe so now. I think it's 1 item.
I'll go online and see. If it doesn't allow it, then we'll find out, won't we?
Yes.
And then for the battles, I will just change where my camera is sitting. I think it's better to have it like in the middle of the left-hand side. Go back. Save up. And then, yeah, like, that's the thing is, I know there's 6 competitive Pokemon there. The biggest thing in my head I'm saying is don't put Latias and Farigiraf out at the same time. But other than that, I'm not really sure how to make this work as a team, because one's got Tailwind, one's got Trick Room.
That makes sense.
Yeah, Latias and Latios are relatively decent nowadays. Oh, sorry. Red Hot, you said you're ready whenever. We'll do a link battle first. So anyone in chat that does want to battle, as well as Red Hot, feel free to let us know, and I'll take Red Hot's challenge first. And of course we'll use the link code. Was it 8008135?
Got a bit boobies.
Oh, that's rude.
It is.
Rude,
banned off for that.
So yeah, Red Hot, just if you let us know in chat when you're ready to do a link battle, or if it's your friend doing the link battle, and either way, just let us know. Obviously, the one rule that I always ask is that, you know, maybe people don't like stream snipe. Maybe just stay away from stream for a couple of minutes while you partake in the battle. I know that Red Hot does. Yeah, Red Hot's saying they'll go AFK now. But other than that, it's just double battles, VGC style. Yeah, 4v4, pick 4 of 6, doing just VGC rules, so there's no real limitations on Pokemon other than mythicals.
And as mentioned, you are going to, like, just commentating along, because that is just a good habit to get into if you're planning to make more Pokemon content.
Exactly, yeah.
There's a lot. It's always good to explain your reasoning. I also think so when it comes to Pokemon stuff, it always helps me, or making decisions, like to walk through the decision that you're making.
Exactly, I think it will help me if I talk out my thought processes a bit more. I think it will help me get better anyway. Like, one thing I've got written down here of just note that if you've... No one could be found. I'll just try going again. I've just... One note from last battle is, like, I fucked up a few times against Archaludon, because every time I've got an Urshifu out, I was like, try close combat on it, and every time it would Terra Fairy. So that's just a little note of, like, if I've got an Urshifu out and they've got Archaludon, just remember it's going to go Fairy Terra.
Most likely is, yeah. Is Archaludon the air conditioner?
It's the big bridge. It's like the Duraludon evolution.
Yeah, I felt like an air conditioner.
Well, when it does its signature move, it turns into like a big tower bridge. Okay. If I'm just gonna... Hang on, I can edit team. So I'm just gonna edit this because I can't have a citrus berry on 2 Pokemon. I'm just gonna... I guess we'll just put in another Pokemon for now. For now, just Cinnamon can come back in. I'm not allowed the Farigiraf and the Incineroar to have Citrus Berry.
And Frigoraphi's got citrus. You have Kudchu, yes. I'm gonna talk
No,
to
the Farigiraf that I've got has the Armor Tail ability, which is it stops any priority moves hitting your side of the field.
Yes, you did talk about that. Like that is like ridiculous.
It's very powerful.
Because priority is so strong, especially in doubles. They're like double fake outs. Like, okay, I'd get 3 damage.
Okay, so this is probably going to be a Drought team and a Psychic Terrain team. So to battle out Drought, I'm probably going to want to start maybe we start with Incineroar and the Fluttermane, because that will activate the booster energy with Sun, so Fluttermane will get an instant boost. And then maybe we'll keep a Latias in the back. And I'm thinking, what Terra type is my Urshifu? I think it's also Water Terra. I'm just thinking like both Ogerpon and Urshifu could get weakened quite a bit by the Sun. But let's try Urshifu, I think. Because then we still just got like the big close combat damage that we can do.
Is there like an Urshifu equivalent, or is Urshifu just too strong? Is there like no Pokemon that could even replace it? It's like just there is no.
I think it's just got so many things right. Of like its unique move is like the triple hit crit, at least on the Rapid Strike version, and then it's also
it always hits through bad.
And it hits through Protect. Yeah.
I was wondering that, that's one of the things you were planning on doing, isn't it? You were talking to me about it. One to figure out the meta, like find replacements for some Pokemon, ones that you like feel more of an affinity for.
Mm-hmm.
But I was thinking, like, is there even like an equivalent of Urshifu, or you have to use it?
I think it's like basically use it or don't. Like it's not really as if there's a Pokemon to replace it. I don't think.
And you'd be stupid not to use it because it's just so strong.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn down that music a little bit because it's like getting super hype. Right, so yeah, I was correct in saying Drought and Psychic Terrain out to start with. So maybe the knockoff on the EDDD, just get rid of whatever it's holding. And it'll be super effective as well. DDD is probably just going to do like a Follow Me or a Helping Hand or something anyway. And then maybe if I just scout them out and just get a Protect on Buttery Main at the moment.
Like I call it Buttery Main, Buttery Biscuit Base Main. Like Greg Wallace.
So we get the knockoff on the DDD. Oh, but it's got the Rocky Helmet, which did quite a bit of damage. But we knocked off the Rocky Helmet. Oh, the Torkoal with the Earth Power. Oh, even with the Intimidate that did. Oh no, because Earth Power is special. Yeah, of course, so the Intimidate doesn't help with that. And then, of course, the Trick Room coming in, getting set. So, should bear that in mind is like, yeah, in DDD, of course, Trick Room to start with, not Helping Hand or anything like that. And then, obviously, the Trick Room and the Psychic Terrain both work super well together because then you just can't get rid of you can't like get rid of the side effects of the Trick Room by using priority moves, of course.
Oh yeah.
So that's why in DDD is such a good Trick Room setter. And then I tell you what, maybe we'll just hope that Buttery Main survives and go for a Dazzling Gleam. Gonna go for the Parting Shot on the Torkoal to lower its special attack. And DDD just going for Protect, yeah. Okay. That means we're not taking down in DDD anytime soon. Get that Eruption on the go. Oof. Yeah, I really should have gotten the Fake Out on the DDD first turn, but I'm just, again, first time ever using Incineroar, so I'm not very used to it yet.
As we always say, Lucas, like, just like Sonic,
Just like Sonic what?
We live and learn.
We live and learn, we do, yes.
The joke we always make, isn't it? We live and learn like Sonic. Here's the question then, if with using meta Pokemon, is there any of the meta Pokemon that you actually kind of like now, or found that you're enjoying? or like found like a new appreciation for like the niche that they fulfill, or is it just why are they so strong compared to the stuff I like?
I think my biggest takeaway is like, why is Urshifu? Of just, dear God, it basically has an answer for everything, and this is kind of silly.
Yeah, it's from what I can see looking at its stats and the descriptions of it, it's not even that it fulfills a niche, it's just it can do anything you want it to. Like,
Basically.
when you see on the opponent's team, you don't know what it's going to do. The fact that you don't know what type it is until it attacks you.
I think there is a difference, but there is a visual difference, but it's hard to tell what that is.
Okay, so I was wondering, it presumably is, but I don't care enough about the Pokemon to check.
Right, in DDD, Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, this is rough. And the Surging Strikes are going to be weaker under the sun. Which means Gallade's going to get a massive hit off. But maybe we presume that Urshifu is the target for Gallade's attack. And swap into Portista again. Which is the Incineroar. And then we both get the Intimidate off, and the Dark type wouldn't be affected by presumably like a big Psycho Cut or something that's come in.
Oh, that Psycho Cut's such a cool move.
And then we'll just hope that Buttery Mane can take the hit from Indeedee and just try a Shadow Ball. No. It wouldn't have any effect, apparently. Okay, maybe we just go for a Dazzling Gleam if we're going for the swap and hope we get both out. Okay, so we're hoping that some kind of psychic move is coming towards Portista and we're immune to it. I don't like this. The Terra type is coming out. Uh-oh. Is that I do not know what this Gallade's big plan is. Okay, so Psychic Terror, so it's probably going for a big psychic damage hit. Let's fingers crossed that it was aiming itself. Okay, Buttery Mane succeeded. Buttery Mane got the Dazzling Gleam off. Killed the Gallade anyway, so we didn't even have to worry, but hopefully that read would have been correct, of like, it would have been going for a big psychic hit on Urshifu. And then we would have been immune. So I'm thinking that that was a good read, but it didn't matter anyway. At least, you know, the Portista does take less damage than it doesn't take super effective damage. The Dazzling Gleam like Urshifu does. So there is that advantage. And we only just swapped Portista in, which means that we can get a fake out on one of them. That's the big question, is I think Buttery Mane's going to die either way. I'm going to hope we pick correct. Fake out on the Torque Hole so it doesn't just hit everyone. And then just go for a Shadow Ball. Try the super effective Shadow Ball on Armor Rouge, but I think Buttery Mane's going to be dead before it can move.
It's like it's dead and it doesn't even know it.
Oh, Fake Out is protected from... Okay, okay. Even Fake Out is stopped by Psychic Terrain. Goddamn. I didn't think about that as, like, a priority move, but of course it is. And then Expanding Force on Armor Rouge, which is going to hit real hard. But the Twisted Dimensions return to normal. Weirdness disappeared from the battlefield. Sun is gone.
That's
so
like
we could...
3 separate, like, field things at once.
Yes, it is, yeah. Because they're all set to, like, 5 turns, right, by default.
Like, setting up all those 3 is, like, that's a lot of things to, like, keep in
mind. So we might actually just be able to go for, like, a big, massive Draco Meteor on Armor Rouge here with the Terrestrialization, and then, because of the 4 times damage, maybe even an Aqua Jet will just take out a Torque Hole. I'm going to risk it. I think Armor Rouge, there's no way it could take that Draco Meteor if it hits. Aqua Jet, 4 times damage, but it's a weak move, so I'm hoping that Torque Hole can just not take it because of the 4 times effectiveness, right? That's the big plan. That's what we're going with, everyone. Maybe I can be Yugi. Maybe one day I can be the king of games.
No one.
That's what like the aspiration is. But right now we're just like, we're not even Joey Wheeler right now. We're like what's the name of like Kaiba's little brother?
Mokuba.
Mokuba. That's it. Yeah. Right. So get that Draco Meteor right out there, and just hopefully annihilate that Armor Rouge. Excellent. Yeah. And we do resist the eruption on the Latias anyway. And it's got recover, so this should be a nice cleanup on the Torkoal here. Oh yeah, and Urshifu resists as well, so yeah, this is a pretty one and done now on the Torkoal. Just why not? Make sure with the Surging Strikes. That Mist Ball just nearly, but then the Surging Strikes would have annihilated Torkoal anyway. Cool. I was worried for a moment then when like we lost two at the same time, but that was a good match.
They managed to eke out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those two left alive. Just that poor little Torkoal left on its own at the end, like, I can do this. It's like when I'm left with just a charger bug.
But that's always rough, like in your head to think, if I pull it
Yeah. Excellent. If you have a friend that wants to battle, I might just do like a best 2 out of 3 with Red Hot. We usually do that if that's okay. If Red Hot obviously wants to take the battle on, and then yeah, if you want to ask a friend to come and challenge as well, like we'll sort that out in a bit if that's okay. Battle again? No. So Red Hot, you missed that. But you must have gone AFK by the time I'd realised, but I can't have the Citrus Berry on both. So I had to take Farigiraf out the team. So let me just rejig that a little bit. Figure out a new item to put on Farigiraf, and we'll give it another shot. What I might do then.
It's super ball though when you've got like one character left. Like it happened to me earlier. I was doing like a combat challenge and it was just Barrett left. And Barrett, like when it skipped to him, just went, "I've lived through worse." And I'm like, "I can't die now." Like he's got to just like absolutely man his way through this. Like if his quote as like you switch to him as like the team wipe happened and just he took it. It's like, "I've lived through worse."
You know what? He probably has.
Yeah, I remember when he took that Mega Flare.
I do, yeah. I remember one time when my Tifa took a Mega Flare. I was like, Tifa, you're not meant to be the tank.
She's so strong.
So yeah, we'll give an attempt of leftovers onto Incineroar instead of Citrus Berry. And see how that works out. Okay. No problem, yeah. It won't be next week. I do like on and off between that and a Nuzlocke run. So it's every 2 weeks. So 2 weeks 2 weeks from now, every other Thursday, I do competitive Pokemon battling. And then, like, the other Thursdays are all Nuzlocke runs.
Or at least you're doing, like, every day. It's like, you know what, on that grind.
Yeah. It's just when, like, obviously I'm not even close to being, you know, like, a long-term streamer or anything, or, like, you know, more full-time or part-time or anything. Oh, shit! I pressed the wrong button. Oh! I pressed rank battles and not link battle.
I see you in that Pokeball tier.
Right. I'm gonna click select for going into a double battle again then. Sure, but yeah, it's just when I see people streaming and it's like, obviously they're full-time streamers that earn a massive wage off of it and stuff. But when they're like, yeah, like, you know, we're on hour 12 and we're gonna switch over to this game, I'm like, whew. And they do that like 7 days a week.
I played a game for like 7 hours, but I want to do it while talking to someone.
And just doing it every day of your life, right? Like, even if it was full-time streamer, I'd still want to be, like, making it my aim to be doing full-time, like, 40-hour work weeks rather than, oh, I'm going to spend 8 to 15 hours, 7 days a week just streaming games. It's like, fair play, get on that grind and get that early retirement, but I just don't think I could do it, like, Look, like, that's... I don't know how anyone with a partner ever does it. Like, Jenna would never see me.
If she see you, she could watch your stream.
Yeah, right? She could be in chat.
Now, did you see that, like, super dystopian interview with, like, Mr. Beast that went viral a couple days ago?
I did not know.
Like, I think Vulture or something did, like, a profile on him. And they talk about how, like, he has deliberately, like, just eroded away his own personality. And when they ask him why, it's like, well, if you've got a personality, people might disagree with you, and if they disagree with you, they might not watch your videos. And then they're asking, like, so, like, all I'll do is work, and I've got to have 1 hour per week that I spend with my girlfriend, because any more than that, and I start to think how much money I could earn working instead of spending time with her.
Holy shit, that's so fucked.
And I just think to him, and he, like, lives in his own studio, and I thought, he's got all the money in the world. He doesn't sound happy. You know, that money can't buy happiness.
It's a great example of it, right? Yeah.
It can, but he doesn't seemingly want to buy it.
Like, that's the thing, he's not willing to give up the graft to go get it now he's achieved his money.
Yeah, I recommend people go track it down. I think it was Vulture, like Mr. Beast interview. I think it's like the latest thing you'll see. I'm not sure because I don't read the site. It's like, oh, this thing popped off. A quick read through because it's interesting. And yeah, he talks about how he's deliberately just not got a personality anymore.
Yeah.
He specifically tries to not have any sort of personality going forward, so he's completely non-offensive.
I mean, he's probably correct to get to the point he's at, right? But like, it is, as you say, just fully dystopian as shit.
The guy is like probably like legitimately a genius because there's like interviews with him where basically he spent weeks looking at the algorithm of like, okay, what will make the algorithm pop? That's how he did it.
Yeah, you can't deny, like, just the, like, both, like, the smartness and the insanity involved in doing what he's specifically done.
Yeah. How do you think Jenna would feel if he told her, I'm sorry, love, we can't spend time together because I could earn money doing it?
Yeah, every time I ever see you, I spend time thinking about the fact that it's wasted potential money.
I think just wording it like that is like, no, I'm not sure how much longer you'd have a girlfriend wording it like that.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, you know, the time I spend with you is great, but it's worth more for me to go spend it at work.
So I went with the same just opening tactic this time of just, okay, let's see how we can do this and make it work around, like, you know, what presumably Red Hot, mixing it up a little bit. So they've gone for the Armourouge and DDD, so I'm going to try and fake out the DDD, predicting a Trick Room again, and then just get some Shadow Ball damage on the Armourouge, hopefully.
Whereas Lucas has gone for the Captain said no mix-up.
The no mix-up is a mix-up, though, right?
It's a real thing, yeah. Like, so no mix-up. If anyone wondering, is well, a mix-up is when you change, like as the name suggests, you change up what it is that you do. However, against
I keep forgetting about the psychic terrain fake out thing. Right, that's something to write the foot down so I remember.
This is how you'll learn as well, because like, you know, you'll start getting like Pavlova in response to like.
This is exactly what happened with this Archaludon last week. Psychic terrain. No. Fake. Oh. I've got to type my notes quickly back while we're still playing, but that's twice in 2 battles that I've done that now. And it's like, for fuck's sake, and they got the Trick Room off. And no damage done to them.
It's the classic, you know, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me.
And now this Iron Hands is just ready.
Yeah, that might have lost you the match.
We'll see what happens here, but yeah. That Iron Hands Drain Punch is heavy.
It's a big boy.
Yeah. I know you've missed the first battle that we're doing with Red Hot. We're just doing... this is like a best 2 out of 3. And I won the first battle. And then we are just like... That's literally the only battle you've missed so far. Indeed, he's the first Pokemon fated in this battle. Luckily, just doing competitive like battling streams, you generally don't miss much. You just miss like, you know, a battle, and then we're into a next one anyway.
It's not like a story-based game or anything. All the story is of Lucas slowly learning to hate
to not fucking try fake out on psychic terrain. That's my
well,
story. That's my like arc this week.
It is. Oh, yeah, the no mix up. It's
Yes,
when
yeah.
you are mixing someone up like in a fighting game or a game, it's like changing up your tactic. However, at the highest level, this is one of the reasons this is awesome. At the highest level, because people expect you to mix it up, you can actually not do the thing they expect you to do and just not change up your tactic, which becomes the no mix up because people are anticipating you to do something different. Like if you go high, they expect you to go low. So then you can mix them up by going high. And that's one of the things of like when you watch like really high level games, like sometimes you'll see like, oh, they're just spamming the same move, or they'll do the same move 3 times in a row.
The very simple way to like kind of put it into context for people, I guess, is like, imagine you're playing rock paper scissors, and there's that person that just keeps playing rock.
Yeah, you think we're not going to go for rock again.
At some point, they've got to stop just playing rock, and it's like, but what if I just keep playing rock?
Yep.
We did have a couple of losses last week in the Nuzlocke run. We did, so there is that part that maybe classified as like, you know, something technically important that you missed.
I don't think it was a Nuzlocke run. I think it was like we're calling it what, Black Friday now, right?
just
we're calling it just Black Sunday.
We lost both Pangoro and Greninja. The Chestnut from our rival nearly team wiped us.
Yeah, just the March Massacre, I think it was. We decided to call it, yeah.
It was brutal. It really was.
The worst thing is just put me in.
I do think I've lost this now, yeah.
The beauty of Pokemon, though, isn't like just one mistake.
One mistake of just like, because that Trick Room is set up, they're both going to go first. And it just, like, the Flutter Mane I thought might be able to take, like, the single hit. But the Psychic Terrain is out, so I'm not sure why they did pressed fake out there.
Maybe
oh my god, the Expanding Force hits both and just straight up killed Urshifu. Holy...
You'll do more damage on Psychic Terrain, yeah?
The Armarouge Psychic Terrain Expanding Force build is, like, pretty ridiculous, yeah. I didn't quite realise in my brain how ridiculous that was going to hit. Oof. So we might have to just Draco Meteor this Armarouge and hope for the best.
When in doubt, just call in the Meteor Strike. Just do what Sephiroth's gonna do.
I mean, if you want to go see that happen, like in the next couple of days, the VOD should still be live on the Twitch. I think they stay up for 2 weeks. The stream like 2 weeks ago was just more competitive battling. So yeah, I'm just going for the big Draco Meteor on the Armarouge here. Hope we can wipe that out, and then be left with an Iron Hands and something else to fight. But even with like Recover, I don't think I'm gonna be able to like do much here.
Well, it's just 2-on-1, isn't it?
That's the thing. Well, it's 3-on-1 right now, I think. Yeah, it is. Yeah, and that Expanding Force is gonna hit first. So even if we're presumably gonna get a kill here on the Armarouge, but then we've got a lower special attack for the rest of the battle. Okay, the Expanding Force is just, it hits too hard. It just killed. Oh, because of Terrored, it got rid of the resistance from Psychic to Psychic, right? Yeah. Didn't think about that part. Because we would have resisted it last time. I was like, well, we took the hit last time, but because I Terrored into Solo Dragon, it gets rid of the resistance and it just hit neutral. Oh, I just clicked straight away, but we're just gonna, you know, that's a win for Red Hot and a win for myself. And Expanding Force hits so strong. So strong. Like, that's the thing, is just, I've got a couple of things to learn of, like, Fake Out doesn't work on fucking Psychic Terrain. And then also just make sure that you don't fuck around when Armarouge is out. It is really fast. They put a Trick Room down within DDD. So, like, all the speeds are reversed in the battle. So, yeah. For anyone that isn't aware in chat, just Trick Room, all it does is, like, for 5 turns, the slowest Pokemon moves first instead of the fastest. Yeah.
It's reverses the speed.
Which, again, nullifies the fact I've got Tailwind as well. Cool. So Red Hot's gone AFK for the final of the best of 3, the decider. I'm going to presume that once again, InDDD is going to start. So what I've got to think is, like, what is going to just take down InDDD before it can get a Trick Room out? Which means I'm going to start... I wonder if we start with Latias and Fluttermane and hope that Fluttermane can Shadow Ball InDDD to death and Latias can set up the Tailwind. But I probably don't need a Tailwind, right? Because they're all Trick Room Pokemon, yeah.
Yeah, if you go for Trick Room, then again, they could mix you up, Lucas, and not go for Trick Room.
Exactly, but they're all going to be slower either way. I'm
not sure how fast like the Pokemon team that picks is overall.
Yeah.
I know Gallade can be quite fast, but maybe not as fast as the other
So
Pokemon.
I'm going to start with Fluttermane and Urshifu. And then maybe afterwards keep, like, Intimidate in the back. As well as... They probably don't have many priority moves themselves if they're putting down Psychic Terrain, so I'm going to try Ogerpon. We're going to actually mix it up this time. We're not going to do the no mix-up. We're going to do the mix-up. Yeah, fair, yeah. That's the thing is, like, you've got to kind of always try and talk as if someone in chat doesn't know what's happening. So I know that a lot of people watching probably do know, like, what Trick Room does, for example, but it's always just better to stay on the safe side of, like, try and communicate everything I can.
You make your content assuming that's, like, it might be someone's first time watching.
Exactly. So what we're going to have to try and do here is just immediately go for 2 big hits. And we get the Photosynthesis hitting the Shadow Ball off, and we just... Okay, the Shadow Ball doesn't work on InDDD. Oh, is it normal Psychic? Okay, the Moon Blast from a boosted Fluttermane should hopefully kill an InDDD without a super effective hit, I would imagine. And then we go for the Surging Strikes on the Armarouge. And hopefully that would just take that out, or do a massive hit on whatever's going to come in anyway, if they go for the swap. So I've got to hope that just a boosted Fluttermane's going to one-hit this InDDD. And they're going to withdraw the Armarouge, so hopefully just we'll get a decent hit on whatever comes out anyway. Just that Moonblaster's got to get the kill. No, it doesn't even come close. Dear God, so that Trick Room's set up nice for them, and they get that advantage now. And for anyone wondering, like, the Surging Strike's guaranteed critical hit every time.
Yeah. Which is redonkulous. Like, why does it have the ability to do that?
I didn't notice the, like, InDDD, yeah. It's like, because it just InDD, isn't it?
I think so. It's not a Pokemon I'm too familiar with, so I wouldn't.
Okay. Yeah, the fact that it's specifically, like, normal Psychic does mean that immunity to Ghost hurt. So we're going to go for the U-turn and, like, swap out the Urshifu. And hope for the kill on that. But just, yeah, that Iron Hand's getting a lot of health back. But InDDD used Follow Me, which means it's trying to get the attention. But we went for Dazzling Gleam anyway, so it would have hit both anyway, regardless. But oh, maybe it is just InDDD. I can't remember. InDDD. So they're probably going to bring Armarouge back out, which means I just want that Ivy Cudgel available from Ogerpon to just hit it. Hit it fucking hard. No messing about when it comes to this this Armarouche. All the Iron Hands just clings on. Ooh. Okay, Gallade. But again, Gallade's probably going to go for a big psychic hit. Maybe if we do the Protect and then the swap into Incineroar.
Lucas, I just used 3 limit breaks at once on one person.
Holy crap. I'm just going to go Dazzling Gleam, you know, and hit them both. And then
do it.
Swap in the Incineroar to maybe if they're going for... swap in Incineroar. So if Gallade's going to go for Ogerpon, it won't hit with a big Psycho Cut or whatever. Portista. I'm proud of that one. I was like, what's a wrestler I can come up with, like, an Incineroar pun on? Well, I assumed as much, yeah. The big damage, big massive, like, psychic hit coming in. Yeah, I'm sure, like, Nintendo probably are not, you know, unfamiliar with making random references to their own games and stuff. But yeah, get that Intimidate off so the Iron Hands does a bit less damage. And the Gallade does a bit less damage, but just hope that we guessed correctly here and that they were going for... oh no, it's going to hit the Flutter Mane. Okay. So I've got the wrong switch prediction. The leftovers coming in, and then... However, both of them are using big psychic hits, which does mean Incineroar's in a good position right now.
Incineroar's always in a good position.
That is true, yeah.
Which is the heal move to, like, feast on someone, or they'll come from behind victory.
Mm-hmm.
Wrestle always comes out on top.
Wrestle
even if you lose. Wrestle cat, man.
So we actually don't want to use the Follow Me here. Flutter not have an item. It uses up its item as it comes out because the item it's got on is Booster Energy, so it immediately gives it a boost when it comes out. It activates its ability, Photosynthesis. So yeah, it does immediately use up the item that it has on it. So we're going to go for the knockoff on the Gallade, and then just go for the big hit Ivy Cudgel Terra type of Ogerpon. Because I don't think keeping the Grass type is going to necessarily help me here. So I don't mind just going for the Terra on the Ogerpon here. And then I'm hoping that... I don't know how many turns are left on the Psychic Terrain, but I've got Urshifu in the background with potentially an Aqua Jet cleanup. If the Psychic Terrain wears off and this doesn't all go very well. Okay, the knockoff, the Gallade was faster. So the knockoff just instantly killed the Gallade before it got a chance to move. Nice.
Knockoff is so good.
I had a Choice Scarf on it. Okay, yeah. So Expanding Force just straight up doesn't hurt Incineroar. So Expanding Force cannot win this battle alone for the Armarouge, and then the Ivy Cudgel's presumably going to get the kill here. Yes, it does, yeah. Like, that's the thing, is the moment that both of their big hits are Psychic types, and I've got an Incineroar on the field, it's like, well, it's Dark, it's immune to both those hits. So yeah, that was a good battle. Oof. But yeah, the Incineroar just... That typing, man. GG indeed, yeah. GG, Red Hot. Thank you for those battles. Like I think every time it's a 2 out of 3 with us so far. Yeah. I don't think any time we've had the battle so far in this you know, trying to learn the competitive battling system. I think we've had every single best of 3 be a 2 out of 3. Yeah, GG Red Hot. And obviously, if anyone else in chat wants to take on that team, that meta shit team, then let us know. But we are going to throw ourselves into a ranked battle for now. And just see what the world wants waiting for us.
I'm scared for you, mate.
I mean, at this point, right, like, coming in with a team like that, maybe my enemy should be afraid. Because this is the exact type of team that when I used to do ranked battles, I'd be like, oh.
You'd see it and be like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Man, a false swipe like team will be so trolly.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Pimp Knight, like the Pokemon like content creator. I used to watch a few of their videos when I was like really deep into Pokemon.
Yeah.
I remember when they had a false swipe team where they used false swipe and then final Gambit should injure for the 1 HP. Like,
just for the troll.
That is like the biggest fucking troll that I have ever seen. A final Gambit should injure. Final
Holy
Gambit
shit! Oh, I do not know what any of these Pokemon are going to try and do.
Oh, you got the wooden electrode, man. You got a toy ball.
The little toy ball, the Regirock. I guess I'm just gonna have to like play to my own tactics here. Of like, I don't know what any of these do.
Regirock's just the coolest, man. I love Regirock. He's so dumb.
They're gonna set up rocks. I have nothing to combat rocks because barely anyone uses them now. It's insane that that's how ridiculous it's got.
But it's hyper offense, isn't it now? And doubles, you only really be switching like once or twice, whereas singles, you'll be switching 5 times at least.
Yeah. Maybe we'll start with like the Incineroar and the Flop. Ooh. I might. Maybe I'll try out the Farigiraf. And then we do like an Urshifu and Flottermane, just clean up in the back. With just like a couple of revenge killers to come in and hit hard, maybe. But maybe having the Farigiraf lead out South. Just like maybe that'll help. Just with it, you know, it can't be bad to not be able to have priority moves used on you, right? Oh, yeah. It's got the Prankster, right? That's Grimmsnarl, that's Prankster. So can it not use anything of Prankster? I know it can't use Prankster moves on Dark Pokemon, so it can't use it on the Electrode. On the Electrode? On the Incineroar, sorry.
I was going to say, Electrode looks really cool. That shiny looks
that shiny looks pretty dope, yeah. I've not seen the Hisuian shiny before.
It's like dark wood, isn't it? Like I forget what the name of the dark wood would be, but you know what I mean? Like, you know, like a really like deep pine or something.
Yeah, maybe just get that the Dazzling Gleam for a little bit of damage right now. See what they do. But just a fake out on Dazzling Gleam to get some damage out there. Oh, the static on the Incineroar. Oh, no.
Yes, Electrode. Looks so mad.
There we go. It can't use the Taunt because of Armor Tail.
Oh, man.
Oh, no, Grimmsnarl.
Can he not use Taunt at all?
It's because it's Prankster taunted.
But what I mean is, can it use Taunt on your Incineroar?
No, because it's Prankster. So even with Farigiraf not being there, Prankster moves don't work on Dark Pokemon.
I was about to say, yes, so Farigiraf, it protects itself, yes?
And its ally.
And its ally?
Yeah. It's so bullshit, right?
If it was just itself, that's one thing. Well, you're protecting your teammates and priority moves.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that'd be strong.
I guess we'll just go for Dazzling Gloom and hit some Pokemon again for a bit more damage to help for now. Because it might just swap that. Okay. It can still use, like, Reflect, for example. So maybe maybe I should have gone for the Farigiraf was seeded. So we'll go for the Dazzling Gleam.
She's very strong at the moment, though. She basically shut down that Pokemon. All she do is like throw it to the screen.
Oh, we couldn't move because we're paralyzed. So what I might do is swap out the Farigiraf. Just because then we get rid of the Leech Seed, and then we just... If what it wants to do is make us taunt on the Incineroar anyway, that's fine. We're just going for a Flare Blitz on the Electrode regardless to just try and hit hard.
You can't taunt, you can't. You're Dark type, so...
Oh yeah, it can't use a Pranks to move on Incineroar anyway. But we'll swap the Farigiraf out to get rid of those seeds, because that's just nasty. Send in the Flutter Mane. So there we go. The Flutter Mane's Photosynthesis is activated immediately by Booster Energy. Raises its special attack straight away.
Which is why just like it's so bullshit. Just now you just get like a boosted Dazzling Gleam turn 1.
But it did just set up the light screen to half that special damage taken. So it has got both screens up now. Hi Quagsire, thank you for joining in. So I'm just hoping that we've got enough damage to just get through this these screens anyway. No, Leech Seed stays onto the Pokemon, not onto the field. There are other moves that do stay onto the field rather than the Pokemon. But I can't think which one's off the top of my head, but Leech Seed, if you swap out, you get rid of the seeds on you.
Yeah, Ingrain stays in the field.
But it also traps you as well, so you can't swap out.
Yeah.
On the Arcanine. Does that have Intimidate? No, it has, like, Rockhead, right?
Which means it might be going for a Flare Blitz.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, it'll be going for a Stone, right, Rock type, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Or might go for, like, the Head Smash. But Head Smash does have, like, 80% accuracy.
And we can just swap into...
Water type.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. It's not the bulkiest of Pokemon, but swap into the Water type.
And if you do Parting Shot, it's going to, like, half its damage anyway.
Oh, yeah, of course I can do Parting Shot.
I was wondering what you were doing then. Like,
yeah.
You got Parting Shot. Like, that's why.
But I am paralyzed, so it is going to hit Incineroar first, though.
Ah, yes.
Oh, shit. Okay, swap. And then... Moonblast. Oh, I think we had, like, 1 second left there. So send out the Urge-Fruit, because we're just going to get hit by whatever it does here, and then Moonblast on that Grimmsnarl, get that down. And it hasn't gone for the Terra Fairy type on the Arcanine, because I've seen that a lot of the time is the tactic. But it might do now, because we've got a Water type out. Because it's to get rid of that 4 times weakness to both, like, ground and to water. So Sneasler is poison. Poison fighting, right? It's like a weird typing.
I'm not sure about the new one.
So what I might do is U-turn on the Arcanine. And then I might be able to get, like, just a big Moonblast on the Sneasler. So hopefully take out the Sneasler, and then if we do the U-turn and get the Intimidate off on the Arcanine. Sneasler with the Fake Out, which has to do it on the Urshifu. Because, Flutter Mane is a Ghost type. But, oh my god, that Sneasler. Oh, the screens, of course. Halving the damage taken of everything.
You're just thinking, like, is this Sneasler just been hitting the tunes and on the protein?
Yeah, right. So again, I'll try the same tactic of just hopefully take out that Sneasler. Actually, you know what I might do? Just to try and guarantee the Flutter Mane kills it. Swap into the Farigiraf to make sure that neither of them get a priority hit on Flutter Mane. And then guarantee the outspeed on the Sneasler.
Go for it. So I think, and there you go, decent tactic.
Because then that that Armor Tail is so good. So let's see if either of them try a priority move here. No, it doesn't, but it does outspeed the Flutter Mane this time. Oh, we didn't know how fast it was because of the Fake Out, right?
That's not what it first.
So we got that Citrus Berry on the go. So I might just... Maybe if we go with the helping hand... Widget or something, maybe? Take out that Sneasler before it kills me. Oh, sorry, yeah, Quags, I did miss that one. I am taking battle, so if you want to set up a team after this battle, we can do a link battle. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. I'll send out the Incineroar to just get the Intimidate off. That'll just help us anyway. And then I can get a Fake Out going. We can do Fake Out on the Arcanine, and then just hopefully we can then get the damage on the Sneasel with the Salsa. Sweet, yeah. We'll get a battle set up after this one then. So whatever Arcanine does, hopefully it's just like... Oh, okay, it's doing... Oh, it's going to be dark, isn't it? Okay, no. That's okay. It's just going for that big rock slide. Get the Fake Out on the Arcanine, and then just hopefully Farigiraf can survive here and take out that Sneasler. That Intimidate really helped out there, yeah. And then Farigiraf, get rid of that threat. Oh, wait, it didn't. Holy crap, that wasn't enough. Oh, no. Okay, we're just going to have to take these hits. So Farigiraf, get the Dazzling Gleam to just finish out the Sneasler, and then... Yes, just go for the knockoff on the Arcanine and hope that we can be alive long enough on the Incineroar to pull it off. Just that surviving with that tiny bit of health. Okay, the Farigiraf's at least going to get that hit enough to kill, I guess. Like, it's got to, right? Like, the Wild Charge. Don't kill it. Come on, Farigiraf. There we go. And then now we've just got an Arcanine versus Urshifu and Farigiraf, and Urshifu should just be able to strike it down in one, right?
Surging Strikes will do, like, what, quad damage?
Quad damage on it, because it's used up its Terra type for the Sneasler there, yeah.
Like, quad damage crit, let's go.
So I'm just going to have to hope that we're faster. Which I'm presuming Urshifu is than a Hisuian Arcanine. I don't remember the exact build I've got on the Urshifu, that's the problem, but we're just going helping hand and hoping all in on being faster here. Urshifu used Surging Strikes, excellent. Yeah, one of the 3 Surging Strikes killed it with the quad damage, yeah. Excellent. That first rank win of the night.
There you go.
Had me on the ropes a little bit, but we pulled it off. We pulled it out. Yeah, it's just when I go of like, I don't really know the plan for any of the Pokemon they're using. Yeah, so Quagsire, we'll get a link battle set up now. The only thing I say is just if you could be nice and not stream snipe me. Obviously, Pokemon is, like, you know, very slow, so you could easily just keep the stream on and see what I'm about to do. So if you don't mind, just, like, when we set up the battle, just go AFK for it, and, you know, I've got... It's an honor system, right, of, like, if you want to sit here and just learn everything I'm going to do and then react to it, I guess that's fine, but...
I do wonder, though, what is the enjoyment you get from that?
I'm not accusing anyone in chat of wanting to do that, but I do wonder, like, what kind of person would come in and do that and get any kind of satisfaction out of it?
That's the thing, that's what I'm wondering, like, just out loud, who finds that I guess it's just a thing of I won.
So yeah, we use the nice old little boobies, the 8008 135, and we're just gonna do VGC rules, like 4v4 double battle, no mythical Pokemon, pick from 6. In-game name is... Excellent. Let's see what you've got then, Quagsire. I like the idea that, like, this is actually just a Quagsire. Just being like, yes. I am leader of all of these Pokemon. Coming up with all these tactics. What do you do when you encounter a Pokemon in the wild and they stop throwing out other Pokemon?
That'd be terrifying.
It's the first Pokemon movie, isn't it? But just, yes, I will battle you, and you're like, okay, fight a Mewtwo. What are the Mewtwo stats? Is like, no, I mean with other Pokemon. Ooh, okay. I'm imagining there's got to be some water involved in this team. That looks like there may be weather-adjacent shenanigans. In that case, I think we'll try Rigarath, Ogerpon lead. Maybe get like... I feel Latias is a bad idea actually, yeah, because it's got the Trick Room Tailwind. So, but Remain's gonna suffer though, and like, don't really want to send Incineroar into a weather team, like a water team, but
yeah, well, that could be a bold gambit, Lucas.
With the Intimidate. That's the thing, Intimidate's good, and Incineroar will do better in a Trick Room, but Buttery Main will just hit harder. I'm gonna go Buttery Main. Try Buttery Main. Yeah, so Mega Swampert got Swift Swim, if I don't remember correctly. I think I used to put it as, like, having a really low speed, just enough to, like, Swift Swim and double its speed to outrank everything. So you'd only need to invest, like, 40 EVs in its speed or something.
Mega Fist Swampert was annihilated a lot.
Ah, the laundry. Shiny laundry. Okay. I'm scared of this Rotom Wash. I think Tornadus might be thinking of doing Tailwind. Which would just get nullified by this Trick Room anyway. And then Hornleech will be super effective on Laundry. So let's just give that a try. So we're just going to hope that they go for Tailwind. Yeah, they go for Tailwind. But we go for Trick Room, which nullifies the Tailwind.
That's rough. That means, like, you know, it just makes you better. Now they're twice as fast, that means you're like...
Even their slow Pokemon are going to be faster than mine, which means the Trick Room's going to be better for me. There we go. And just heal back that damage on the Ogerpon. God, that hits so hard. Just the one-hit KO on the Laundry.
Oh, thank you.
So that's been a very good opening turn for us of, like, annihilate the Rotom Wash, take minimal damage, get a Trick Room set up against the Tailwind.
That's like when you, like, open up your wash and you find that, like, your socks haven't climbed into your bed sheet. Like, just the critical hit on your wash.
Okay. So, I don't particularly know what the idea for the Blastoise would be. So I might leave Blastoise alive and let it Shell Smash, I'd presume. Probably just gonna, yeah, Shell Smash and then have the Mental Herb, right, or the White Herb, whatever, to nullify its drops from the Shell Smash. So I might help in hand the Ogerpon to do Ivy Cudgel and just take out this Tornadus, which is going to keep on hitting us with that, like, Bleak Wind double hit, really hard hitting move.
Yeah.
because it's got like a unique move that's like a flying move that hits both that like can lower stats or some bullshit and hits really hard and everything. Like that Tornadus has got a really good unique move. So I'm just hoping we can take it out in one and hope that we're leaving the Blastoise alive for one turn is not going to be too bad.
Yeah. Well, if it Shell Smash, this is going to make it easier to kill because it'll be even faster that way.
Mm-hmm. I am scared. I'm hoping the Grass Terror is just to stop the weaknesses. Yeah, it is. It's just going for a Hydro Pump. Okay, and it missed the Hydro Pump. That's a bit rough for the Blastoise. They got the Rain Dance set up for the big Hydro Pump and it just missed. That is pretty gutting. But this is why I don't generally run moves like Hydro Pump, is just the accuracy on them.
It's not worth it.
I don't think it's worth it.
It's Pokemon logic, isn't it? It's like he's got an 80% chance to hit, which means he's got 20% chance to miss.
Yeah, which means it's got like a 50% chance to miss.
Yeah, it's like the Anchorman like probability, isn't it? Like 80% of the time, it was 100% of the time.
Yeah, and also this Horn Leech is going to hit 4 times effective on that Swampert. We're going to move first. So it's literally just Blastoise against the rest of our team, I think. And we'll just whittle down that Blastoise.
Oh my god. There's a moment in like Rebirth as well, Lucas. Like, do you know like the backstory of Barret?
Not particularly, no.
Obviously, his backstory is like covered in stuff. Like in FF7, they just talk about it.
Okay, there's the Shell Smash, but just
right?
the Shell Smash with the White Herb, I presume. But Blastoise is a 1v4 at this point. It's like it's not gonna go great for Blastoise.
This is gonna be like the King Blastoise if he does this. It's the Ashes Blastoise.
Yeah, just this is gonna be the most impressive fucking Blastoise I've ever seen if it can pull this off.
Like in Rain, it's got Rain Dish.
The thing is, though, Carl, I've got Follow Me on a Water Absorb Ogerpon.
Well, you win. That's so rough.
Oh, I forgot it had Water Absorb, so yeah, we can just Follow Me.
This is like an entirely water team as well.
Yeah.
But Luke, do you know how Barret lost his arm?
I don't know.
It's like he was like Shinra just shot at him and they shot his arm so much it fell off.
Oh.
I forgot that was the backstory, that he got shot in the arm.
Oh, also, they did do the Terra Blast, which, fair enough. Like, they did the Grass Terror Blast instead. But this...
Still.
We'll just set up a Spiky Shield and get the final hit with the Psychic here, I think. So we'll just basically use Protect. And then, yeah, a Salsa because of the Trick Room. Yeah, GG Quagsire. That was a fun battle. Like, it was just that rough moment of, like, turn 1, use Tailwind, I use Trick Room. It's like, yeah.
Our battle will be legendary.
It's the immediate nullification.
I have always loved, though, the animation of Spiky Shield.
I'm happy to go like a best 2 or 3 if you want to. Try the same teams and just do best 2 or 3 if you'd like, Quagsire. Oh, you want to try a different team? Okay, yeah, sure. I'd say I have another team, but this is like the team I'm trying to learn today. I don't have another team set up or anything. So you have the advantage of knowing some of my bullshit.
Taking the counter pick now.
It's fine. It's fine. That's what the thing though, isn't it? Of like, I've got to learn the ins and outs and the weaknesses and strengths of this team.
Yeah, so there you go. So you can be counter picked. It's like, okay, so how do I avoid being counter picked? Like, what changes can I make to avoid that?
Exactly, yeah. And it's one of those, yeah. It's like a tournament battle, yeah. And just that's the thing is, at very least now I have that knowledge in my brain of going, oh well, I managed to pick a good first turn move because I had that knowledge of just, oh, I've had a few battles against Tornadus. It always seems to set up Tailwind, so I'm pretty safe in setting up that Trick Room right now.
Those are the kind of things that you've got to learn, and once you know them, you know them.
Exactly. So I've got to have that, but 1,000 times over in my head, essentially, of like learning not just like what the 200 different Pokemon that might be competitive can do, also what other options they've got and what mix-ups they can have.
It's like trying to learn Tekken of like, there's like a 35 character roster. Every character has 100 moves. You need to learn like generally what each move is punishable.
Yes, yeah. I am tempted. I do have like a little Nintendo notebook, so maybe I'll use that. I think it's over on underneath a pile of like random bits on my desk. But yeah, I was thinking of that, of just like having a little pen and paper while I'm doing these streams, of just scribbling down little battle notes and stuff.
It's what people do, isn't it? When we went to that tournament, that's what
Yeah,
people
yeah.
were doing. They'd referring to their guides of okay. Like, the thing is, you could probably just write down as well. Like, if you go to the really, really nitty gritty, you could write down how much damage you take. You could probably work out the EVs.
I mean, I'd have to get really into the weeds of it. I don't think 2 hours every other week is gonna get me to that point, even in a year.
That's what people do, though, isn't it?
It is what people do. People have like encyclopedic knowledge on this shit, yeah. So I'm wondering if this is a Trick Room team. Okay, so I might try the same, but with the Incineroar. I actually lead with Incineroar. No, actually, because then that's 2 water types in the back. I might lead with an Urshifu then. And I've got like the backup, like Intimidate even when I need it. That is Carbink, yeah.
Luke, what would be the funniest Pokemon to give Intimidate to? And why would it be Jigglypuff?
Why would it be Cutie Fly?
Cutie Fly, yeah.
Just Cutie Fly. No!
It's like me earlier when I had all those like ladybirds in my room. It's like one ladybird is not that bad. When there's like 50 ladybirds, that's scary.
Okay. What's Tinglu's type in? Shit.
His typing is Moose.
Not Tinglu. Tinglu Pokemon. Dark Ground. Okay. I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to go Helping Hand and Surging Strikes, because I didn't have long after checking its typing. I'll just try and hit big on this Tinglu, I guess. And I'm hoping that the Bronzong's going to just set up a Trick Room anyway.
Which will help you, right?
Which, I don't know whether it'd help me or not. They might have a better built for Trick Room team. But, like, it wouldn't necessarily be awful.
Like, it wouldn't be the worst thing to happen.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, taking down that Tinglu in that Helping Hand Surging Strikes. Just get that big damage on that Tinglu.
Imagine, like, Lucas, like, you're just going about your day, and a giraffe walks through your window and says, "You got this, bro."
I'd feel better about my life.
You would, wouldn't you? I'd feel great.
I'd feel a bit, more enthused. So that Trick Room is set up, which is not going to help the Ogerpon. It's not going to help the Urshifu, but might not be awful against Ogerpon and Incineroar. That is true. Tinglu's ability lowers everyone's special attack, but it isn't like the cute version. It isn't relevant anymore, no. And doesn't it only lower it while it's on the field? It's not like Intimidate where it puts it permanently, right? No, it doesn't. Like, they've returned to normal now. So I don't really know what this Bronzong's going to do. I might just do the same thing again. Of like, fuck it, Helping Hand, and attack the Carbink.
He's strong. He should do decent damage.
And it probably setting up screens, I would imagine. So Surging Strikes again, just super effective again.
This has been a super defensive team from these guys.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Which, unfortunately, like, I kept trying to run super defensive teams. The issue is, like, the games become so offensive that... Oh, yeah, okay, we just about survived that hit. Like, that's the thing, is just big damage is so good. And good crit, I think... Urshifu fated from the Rocky helmet on the first hit.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's fair play, Carbink.
Carbink took it.
Okay, cool. So we have the Portista that's hopefully the answer here to the Bronzong. We've got just like the knockoff. So I was gonna say like the crits should ignore the reflex being put up, but that doesn't really matter anymore. So I might just try a Psychic on the Carbink and I hope that that finishes it off. And then we'll get the knockoff on the Bronzong here. I'm not particularly sure it's worth like wasting a turn for the fake out because for Farigiraf's not doing particularly anything special here. So we'll just go for that knockoff on the Bronzong and hope that that at least like A does like some decent damage and B just gets rid of whatever thing it's hiding. Okay, it knows the knockoff is coming. Quagsire knows.
Quagsire always knows.
Oh, okay. And the photosynthesis means that the booster energy is used up anyway. That's a good swap, yeah. Get those sausages on the screen. Okay, so Carbink's down. We don't need to worry about those earth powers anymore, but that gouging fire is like a fire dragon, and the knockoff isn't going to work anyway because the booster energy's gone. Okay, so fire dragon means that Dazzling Gleam's only going to be neutral as well. What it might be worth doing then is just, now that it can't switch gouging fire out, just get the parting shot on gouging fire and lower its stats a bit. Do a bit of a double Dazzling Gleam, just whittle away at them a little bit, and just get that parting shot on the go for Bark. Get rid of it. Take its special attack and attack down. I'm not even sure which one it particularly attacks it with. Carl, what on earth is going on?
What about?
I just heard like some female voices whispering in my ear.
Oh, sorry, it's Final Fantasy. I'm watching the story. Like, to be fair, don't listen too hard, you'll get spoilers.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm right close to the end.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. So Bark just protecting itself there. Oh, the air balloon popped on the Bronzong, which does mean that we don't have anything to knock off that Bronzong anymore.
That air balloon is fantastic because I love putting like an Onyx.
Hmm.
So that's a big balloon. A big balloon.
And what we might do is just go for like a big hit with an Ogerpon here. A Bark with no bite. How many turns are left on Trick Room as well? One turn left on Trick Room. Okay.
I do like how you can check that now so you don't have to remember.
It's very helpful, yeah. Okay, maybe let's just try again with a bit of a Dazzling Gleam. Maybe just do a Spiky Shield to see what Bark's gonna do. Get a better understanding of my opponent. Okay, Gyro Ball's doing not much on the Farigiraf there. Dazzling Gleam's gonna not do much to either. Oh, it's howling its way up. Okay, that's bad. Wait, why did the howl affect Bronzong? Does howl work for both of your Pokemon?
Raise your teammates, yeah.
Oh. Well, I know something that might change that owl. Is like, just... I'm thinking the Bronzong's going to set up a Trick Room, so I'm going to set up a Trick Room to nullify the Trick Room.
That's a fun idea.
And then swap
That's a big brain play.
And then get the Intimidate off to reverse that Howl. You never really see Howl being used, that's the thing.
I think it's because it's not that good.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Noble Roar. Ooh, it raised your attack and your special attack at the same time. It's like, what fucking Pokemon's gonna use that?
Okay, so I just used Trick Room when they were gonna do Gyro Ball. So that was not a big brain move in the end. Turns out. Team's Reflect wore off, excellent. But they're just gonna set another one up. Dragon Cheer, yeah. Dragon Cheer is pretty cool as far as I remember. Let's just go for a... That's the thing, if it didn't set that Trick Room, we would have got the Flare Blitz off before they set up that second Reflect. And that would have killed the Bronzong, so that was a real bad choice, trying to be big-brained and just didn't work. So we'll reverse that Trick Room back, put things back in our favour. I'm scared that maybe I'm just ignoring this Bark too much. So what we're going to do is just use a Parting Shot and start trying to Psychic Bark down specifically. That Dragon Claw is doing decent damage. So get another Parting Shot off. It's attacked down a little bit again. Sometimes combat is key, yeah. Sometimes it's better to not big brain it and to just hit.
Yep. There's nothing that won't die if you just keep hitting it.
Yeah, it's the Goku thing, isn't it? Of like, what if we just hit it harder?
I'm playing Final Fantasy right now, like, you can kill God if you just keep hitting them.
Yeah. Oh, special defense fell as well for them. The light screen wore off. Okay. That's good, which means that Bark is going to be extremely just open at the moment for those attacks. So we're just going to get that Terrestrialization on Ogerpon, power up that Ivy Cudgel, and just hope we can hit as fucking hard as possible on Bark right now. Just get the Psychic on it while the light screen's worn off, get the Ivy Cudgel, just take it out. And then all it's got left is a Bronzong with a Gyro Ball that can't really do much. So Quagsire, hopefully this is it now. Hopefully we solidify that win, but we'll see. We'll see.
Knockdown Drag-Out Ball, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been, yeah. Bark protected itself. Okay, yeah, that's a solid move while I try and get that attacks in, and it's just like, no, set the light screen back up, probably. But if we're just going to go on 2 big hits, Brazen use Trick Room to be able to get that hit first. But yeah, I don't think it can like take out both of my Pokemon in one go, and it's still not got those... it will get the light screen set up because of Trick Room. But I'm just going to try and hope the Trick Room doesn't affect this too much and just go for 2 big hits on this Gouging Fire. Because realistically, I think that's the only thing that could get damage in on us now. Or realistic amounts of damage. So we'll fingers crossed, hope for the best. That we've at very least got them backed into a corner at the moment. That Psychic just takes them out, yeah. They didn't... I thought they would get the light screen set back up with the... being, you know, Trick Roomed up, just immediately get the light screen back. But yeah, that's, I think GG, I think, yeah. Indeed. But yeah, that was, again, another battle that had me on my toes a little bit, so fair play.
It
Just
shows the versatility of your team now.
yeah, if you want to try one more team, that's fine, and then I'll jump back into ranked or give new people a chance to do a battle. But yeah, I did 3 battles with Red Hot, so that's fine if you want to try a third team. I just obviously never want to have like too much time dedicated to one person in chat, but I think 3 battles is a very fair amount to give. I hope people in chat, agree. But yeah,
Also,
I'll start searching now.
Yeah, bringing your team to fight you is like fight yourself.
That's the thing, though, is like I'm getting quite a few wins tonight, but it just doesn't bring me the same level of satisfaction as getting a Charger Bug win.
And I think one Charger Bug win makes up like 15 ranked meta wins.
It does, yes, it really does. In terms of like the actual, payoff and like nice feelings, it definitely does. But this is getting me some more wins, and that I did say that was going to be the aim, is to get over that barrier and learn to win, not learn to just use Charger Bug. Oh, there's a Dragonair.
Well, it's got to be like EDOI, right?
I presume so. Yeah, right. Like,
I believe like
I do love Dragonair though.
Yeah, I think Dragonair gets not Wonder Scale, I guess the other one where if it's
Marvel Scale, is it?
That's one, yeah. If it's like burned, it gets like double defense. Which is like super good.
Hell yeah, we can keep nerding on Pokemon. Thank you, Axion.
I'm always nerd about Pokemon.
Yeah. Lander is scary. Okay, so we'll go in first with the Salsa and get that Trick Room set up again, I think. And get Ogerpon on the go in case it starts with Landorus and just try and hit with the Ivy Cudgel. In fact, no, I won't. I'll go with Urshifu because the Surgeon Strike's crits will negate the Intimidate that it has. And then we'll go... it's got a few dragons, so I'll go Flutter Mane. Incineroar. It's got an answer for everything, Incineroar. That's the thing. It's like the most versatile Pokemon just possible.
It's so strong.
It's got a little bit of everything. It's like a support Pokemon that can also just fuck you up. It can just Flare Blitz out of nowhere and fuck up a Pokemon. But it's mainly like just a really good fucking support Pokemon. Yeah, I'm thinking that I don't want to overthink this and I want to just get a Trick Room set up. And then maybe if I just get a U-turn on the Dragonair for now. Because I haven't got anything that hits particularly hard against that Dragonair.
Dragonair looks so cool.
Oh my god, it's going straight for the Moonblast. Oh, they are not messing about. Oh, Quagsire. Just like, why would I set up a Tailwind when you're going to do Trick Room? Yeah, Pink Dragonair's amazing, and then you get the fucking just absolutely wank sick green Dragonite.
It's so bad, like the pickle.
It doesn't affect that Buttery Mane. I don't remember what Break and Swipe does. Attack fell. Okay, cool. I think the answer is just double dazzling gleam here at the moment. The double dazzle, as they call it. Oh, that's the only reason I ever play with certain Pokemon like that, yeah. Just, you know, I'll happily keep a Dragonair over a Dragonite. Like, just... The pink Dragonair looks so cool, and then just Dragonite happens. I don't like the evolution from Dragonair to Dragonite anyway, but the fact it loses a nice pink shiny is even worse.
Yeah, so, you know, aesthetics matter.
The Armor Tail stops the encore happening from the Prankster. Doesn't affect that buttery mane. That breaking swipe can't hurt it. Oh, okay. The Double Dazzle does take out the Dragonair, just keeps the Whimsicott alive by a little bit. But the Whimsicott's just going to struggle with that Armor Tail because of the Prankster. The only Piccolo one in video games is good old angry as fuck monster on the Pickle himself. God damn. That just sounds aggressive. I'm just gonna call him Devil Joe.
That's what I think everyone calls him.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that that little hit of Dazzling Gleam will be enough to kill that Wimmy. Actually, what we'll do... we'll do Psychic on Wimmy, and we'll hope... Actually, no, I might... I think it might hit us with a Ghost move. I might actually turn into Urshifu. Just send Buttery Mane back, put Urshifu in. So I've got a feeling that it's going to use a Ghost. Oh, wait. I fucked that up, because a Ghost would hit a Psychic type anyway. But I think it's going to be way slower than Buttery Mane is. It's just Heat Wave, okay. Well, that Heat Wave hit way harder than I thought it would. Okay, wow. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for turn in Batista instead, Bautista, and just go out with a knockoff on the oh fuck. So the Intimidate, but the Bedrock has the Intimidate as well. That Landorus. So I'm hoping maybe Incineroar can go first here. Over the Typhlosion and just get the knockoff and maybe kill it. And if it doesn't, maybe the Psychic will finish it off. That Heat Wave hit real hard. It depends what you mean by the Pokemon announcement. If you mean like Legends ZA thing, then yeah. Which I'm excited about. They're just doing like a Pokemon Legends game in the Kalos region from Pokemon X and Y. Yeah.
I'm not too much of it, but it's one of those things where I think I'm done on Pokemon games. I think I'll enjoy Pokemon.
Yeah. Okay, well, we didn't kill the Typhlosion, but Landorus certainly finished it off for us. That's the weird thing, is people always like keep making a joke, but at least I don't particularly hear anyone saying it, but maybe it's just like a British thing. I don't really think we use like Tsar for pizza.
No, it's an American thing. It's a regional American thing.
Right, yeah, because like a lot of people joked about that immediately. I was like I've heard it before, but it's not particularly something I'd like, you know, consider as like the obvious joke. But I think, yeah, it's not really a British thing.
It's a classic example of Americans just assuming that everybody likes things like that.
I mean, it's one of those. Like, it's a joke that works for them. It doesn't have to work for us, but...
No, but like, you know, when like Americans always assume, how do you not know about this?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it didn't have enough HP left to make a substitute. It's like when you well, I mean, technically 3-on-1, but when it's 2 Pokemon out against your 1, you don't really want to be sitting there going like, maybe I should set up a substitute. It's like you probably just want to be trying to like get an Earthquake out or something, right?
Because at that point, you're just panicking. Panicking Skywalker.
Panicking. Yes, just use Flare Blitz, right? If we survive, like, the Landorus hit, then we just get a Flare Blitz and guarantee a kill. We've got to not flinch, though, right? Comes out Rock Slide. Does have, like, the ridiculous amount of chance to flinch. Because Pokemon will tell you it's got 1% chance to flinch both Pokemon, and it can flinch both Pokemon every turn for, like, 3 turns in a row.
What? That's the rule.
It is, yeah. GG. GG indeed, yeah. Yeah, I think, like, the, like, when you're the 2-on-1, I don't think it matters anyway, obviously, but, like, that substitute, I just don't think was ever coming out when it's, the, like, 2v1 and I'm just, like, spamming attacks against it.
So they
That's the thing.
Their stuffed animal.
When you, like, your flinch look is always, like, against people, obviously it feels, like, relatively fair, but sometimes, you know, is it one of those of, like, sometimes it fucks you, sometimes it fucks them? But when you're playing against the AI and, like, the battle towers and stuff, you can swear to God that, like, for some reason, the flinch percent on the AI is cranked to, like, 50%.
Like, people have gone into, like, the game and gone in with hacked Pokemon that have no weaknesses, and every team in the battle tower would have started using Perry Song and stuff.
Yeah. Also, thank you, Exxon. Yeah, like, the team is doing well. Like, as I say, like, this is the benefit of using, just going, like, what are the most used Pokemon? Fuck it, I'll put them in a team and see what happens. Because generally, the reason why those are the most used Pokemon right now is just the versatility of them. But it is going very well, and it does eat away at my soul a little bit that this is what we're doing, but again, I didn't say that my ambition for next year was to send a Charger Bug to its death. It was to try and win a tournament. So, you know, as much as it pains me to, like, be doing this, I've got to practice this way.
So what we should do is, like...
Also, Quagsire, you did well in all of those fights, so I did want to say, like, you know, GG's as well. Both you and Red Heart have, like, brought good teams today, and it's nice to, like, get some people in chat going and, like, us all being able to, you know, battle with each other and maybe encourage each other to all build teams. So I do want to thank everyone for, like, you know, Quagsire, Red Hot putting up cool fights and stuff. What, Carl, you were saying?
Just, like, yeah, when Wiki Weekends takes off. Remember, when, not if.
When, not if, yeah.
Host the Wiki Weekends tournament and that. Enter your own tournament.
That's the fun thing is, like, you know, I'll do that, and I'll also, like, just do a couple of days of practicing at Mario Kart again and host a Mario Kart tournament.
Smash everyone. No one can beat you.
I still remember that time that, like, I'd only ever played Mario Kart 8 online. Like, I'd played quite a bit on the Wii U, but I'd not done any playing of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe online on the Switch. And I literally went in with rank, like, you know, I think 1,000 is what you start out on Mario Kart.
Yeah.
It came first 3 times by, like, half a lap. And then immediately it put me up against, like, a bunch of, like, you know, I presume Japanese names with a bunch of characters that I couldn't read that were all ranked 99999. And I was like, oh, the game's done, like, the, you know, the 3 seeding matches for me and gone, like, oh, you're just top tier at Mario Kart. We're going to put you in.
Always throw your first couple of matches.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just saying, like, I should also host a Mario Kart tournament at some point of just, like, it's one of the, I'm not trying to brag, I'm just quite good at Mario Kart. I'm not excellent, but it was just really funny of, like, I did my first couple of matches on, like, the noob account, and it immediately went, no, we're putting you up into, like, the 9999 tier. I was like, oh, okay, oh. And I pull up a fight, that's the thing, I'm like, I'm not bad at it.
What's the beauty of Mario Kart, isn't it? Like, even if you're not very good, you'll still get those, like, if you're in last place, you'll get the blue shell.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the idea that there should be an inverted blue shell. For you can only get if you're in first place. That targets the person in last place.
But you can only get it if you're like a lap ahead of them.
Yeah.
Oh god, this is a toughie. I think the Farigoraph works again here.
I like as well how there was that tournament everyone was talking about. Where, oh look, Articuno won a tournament. Articuno right there, look.
Yeah, this is probably that team, right?
That's Pokemon. Like, one person wins.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people will see someone play something off meta, and rather than thinking, "Wow, I should play something off meta," it's like, "Wow, I'm going to use that thing."
I'm going to do that. Yeah. Right.
The exact wrong lesson to learn from like what they did. For sure.
Okay. Yeah, no, we'll send in the Urshifu to begin with. I think it's going to be a Landorus main, Landorus lead. Or it's going to... We'll probably want to... Actually, no, scratch that. Yeah, Incineroar second, because it's probably going to be the Ninetales lead, right? And do the Flare Blitz immediately on the Ninetales before the Aurora Veil gets set up. Even though it probably will set up Aurora Veil, because it might be faster. They've just gone for super fast Ninetales to get that set up.
I do like the idea of Turbo Ninetales. Like that Fox be schmooving.
Of course, yeah, just... straight off the bat. Yeah, that Aurora Veil on the go. But at least we'll set up a Trick Room. I'd imagine.
But it's going to be a bulky team as well. Actually, no, it's not, because Ice is a terrible fucking defensive type, but still. Or Aurora Veil with, like, the extra defense.
Exactly, yeah. Plus the extra defenses you get from the snow. That's the entire gimmick, right? Of, like, I'm going to hope we outspeed that Ninetales, but I don't think we're going to. But I'm just going to go straight for Flare Blitz on that Ninetales. And then we're going to set up a Trick Room, hopefully. But at least we'll be outspeeding things in that extra defenses. Yeah, the immediate, yeah. Figured as much.
Like
I love Alolan Articuno.
Not Alolan, it's like that one, look, regular one, look at it, it's so cool.
That's Alolan.
Chilly. It's not Alolan one Psychic. Oh, is that Alolan Ninetales?
That's Alolan Ninetales, yeah.
Is it the only one but it's shiny?
No, that's just Alolan Ninetales. The fairy ice one.
Oh, Ninetales, I thought about Articuno, sorry, I was thinking Articuno, sorry.
Oh, yeah,
I was looking at the Articuno. I was like, oh, I love Articuno. That's the Alolan one. I'm like, what?
No, it's Galarian Galarian Articuno.
Fake Pokemon fan.
Someone just like call the cops on Carl. He's a fake Pokemon fan. So what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna go for Flare Blitz on that Ninetales. I mean, it's essentially done its job already. I should have done a fake out on it, really. But the Farigoraph couldn't have done anything about that anyway. So we're just going to Flare Blitz the Ninetales and get rid. And then Articuno's still going to be a problem, but at least like that Snow Warning and Aurora Veil chance goes away then, right? Okay, yeah, they're just going to get rid of it. They're just going to take it. Send out an Arcanine, so that Flare Blitz is going to do fuck all. Yeah, I've misplayed that. Right, what we might do then is get the parting shot on the damn. Maybe we get the parting shot off on the Articuno. Or maybe just Flare Blitz it. Say fuck it, just go. Maybe we just help in hand and Flare Blitz and Articuno and hope for the best. Because that Blizzard is going to be hazardous. That's a good shout, Absol. Arcanine's also up there for me. Generally, a lot of just the dog, cat, like, dog and cat-like Pokemon But Arcanine is one of my favorites. Oh, of course, I thought it would be Terran. Okay, but it's Terra Ice still. The Terra Ice looks very cool because it gets almost like the see-through effect on Pokemon.
Yeah, like a big crystal. Or like a big ice cube.
Like, let's just hope that this Flare Blitz can hit real fucking big. There we go, yeah. So just shut down that Articuno. It's got rid of its Terra typing now, which means we can get quad damage on that Arcanine as well. The Hisuian Arcanine. That was a good read. Good read. Stabilize, good shout. But yeah, we should have the advantage now with like the Ogerpon Urshifu, because we can get super effective hits on both of them quite easily. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think, generally speaking, I normally say that, like, my favorite Pokemon changes from day to day, but like, some of the top, like, 5 picks I often go for that aren't Chargerbug. Because Chargerbug is up there as well. Chargerbug and Darkspun are, like, two of my new favorite ones, or newer favorite ones.
You learn to love it.
Like, Chargerbug is one of those I didn't initially love it, but I've loved it more and more over time. And then, yeah, just like the ones that I generally go for are like, as I say, just I'm simple. I like dog-like things, and it's Arcanine, Espeon, Umbreon, Luxray, Absol, and then some of my weirder picks are like yeah, like Chargerbug and I need to do that there. Wait, what? I thought I took down 2 Pokemon there. Why didn't it just? Oh dear. This has been a big mistake. Because I was just like, it hasn't got another Pokemon. Oh, fuck this. Oh dear. I needed to press to hit the Ninetales, but I was running out of time and panicked. But it swapped into Helping Hand. So we all fucked up that turn. Cool. Nice, just... I guess we'll all just ignore that all happened.
Right, the less said about that, the better.
Yeah. And then we'll just get... I'll do the Surging Strikes on the Ninetales, because if it goes for, like, a clever swap again, then we'll... That's what it's doing, right? Because, like, maybe it's got Intimidate on the... Oh, fuck off. Okay, yeah, that's just... Of course, it's using the Follow Me. We'll get the Horn Leech on it, at least. Moonblast. Fuck. Get the Follow Me. And then just do the Close Combat. Then it could use Follow Me as well. Either way, you just hit big with a Close Combat. Just 2 Ogerpons using Follow Me, yeah. Take out their Ogerpon, I'll take it. Hopefully that's not enough to kill us and we can just get an Aqua Jet off to help. Which, to be fair, will be a big help against the Arcanine. It's got that Intimidate, though, and that's why it swapped it out. It hasn't got the Rock Smash or Head. Hasn't got the Rock Head, that's the one. I'm going to go for Horn Leech on that Ninetales and just the Aqua Jet on the Arcanine. And it's probably going to have extreme speed to outspeed me, right? But it won't matter. It's fine. No, we've got the Aqua Jet. That did, like, half its health.
I always forget these things get Aqua Aqua Jet.
Mm-hmm.
As if it needs that as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's already like, what is it? I think it's like in the 100 tier, right? If not, it's like it's very, very fast, very strong, very like quite bulky.
Yeah, I can't quite remember its exact stats, but it's got a good spread.
And then just give it Aqua Jet as well, which is what I'm putting out.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Okay, we've lost. I didn't realize that that was going to hit just as hard as it did. I guess we can just spiky shield for a turn. And just... I'll hurt the Arcanine a tiny bit. And it might get rid of the Aurora Veil. It did get rid of the Aurora Veil. But now we've got to somehow survive. That Ninetales has got to be way faster, right? Before we get the Horn Leech off. Yeah.
It's going to be a rapid Ninetales.
I was like, maybe it'll go for a move that might miss, and it just kills us with the Moonblast. Yeah, that's just something I've got to take on the chin there, because that was a couple of really poor mistakes. That's the thing, is just learn. It's always got to be living and learning, as Sonic always taught us.
Yeah. I always say it's a good lesson for life.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we'll continue battling. I don't want to end on that loss, but it was a well-fought battle that we could have won without, like, you know, that one big mistake or two with the Ogerpon switching and stuff. Just need to get a bit better about those predictions and things.
I don't want to end on a loss. So another battle, and that's probably going to end up on a loss. And that's the thing. It always
goes that way, doesn't it? Yeah.
Because you get in your own head.
Mm-hmm. Right. That's 4 big physical attackers there, I think. So we definitely want an Incineroar. Not particularly fasty. So I don't think that the Farigarath's going to be that big a help. I'm going to start with the opening of, like, maybe just Urshifu on Incineroar. Of, like, just... That's going to be some scary openings regardless of what they pull out.
I don't want to fight that. As would not want to fight the 2 furries.
Yeah, exactly right. Just the 2 men in fursuits. Just the martial artists in fursuits.
Like, you were at the fur convention. Hey, we saw you from across the bar. We like your vibe. Oh, dear God, no.
Gastrodon and Alchemy. It knew I was coming in with that Intimidate.
I love Alchemy. Alchemy's like, you know what you like Charger Book?
I really like Alchemy. I'm on a quest to get every single variation and every single colour at the moment.
Because like, Joe, you ended up really liking Charger Bug just because it just really won out in like a match for you once.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with me for Alchemy.
Oh right, okay, like, yeah. Just one time it pulled off some bullshit. So I'm gonna. Oh wait, no, it's gonna have that drain move, right? That water drain thing. Where, like, it basically Lightning Rod, but for water moves.
It might do. It might have Storm Drain, yes.
Storm Drain, that's the one. So I might U-turn on the Gastrodon and just fake it out.
Good shout. If you hear anything in the background, just make yourself some toast.
Oh, no worries, yeah. Yeah, I was like, oh, I'll just Surging Strikes on the Alchemy and kill it, but it's probably Storm Drain, just like, will draw in water moves that are targeting other Pokemon.
Yes. Most likely it has that because I think its other ability is not that good. That was actually a good choice from them because basically it neuters your best attacking move from their Cheetahs.
Yeah. So I'll go for the Ogerpon so that we get the Horn Leech on it next turn. Fake Tears, my special defense harshly fell on the Ogerpon, I think.
Yeah, it's probably gonna do either like it might do like draining kiss and get all its health back, or that's the thing I like with alchemy. Of just it's so bulky and it has so many like utility moves.
So yeah, I'll do the Horn Leech on the Gastrodon. Even if it swaps out, you know, it's just a bit of damage, but then do the Parting Shot on Alchemy to just lower that special attack.
Yeah, he's probably gonna go for a draining kiss, but there's been no trick room set, is there?
No, no. So we've got the Horn Leech and get rid of that Gastrodon so that Urshifu can shine a little bit more now.
And you outspeed it, so you don't have to worry about your special defense. Good choice, good choice.
So lower that special attack before it goes for, like, yeah, presumably a Moonblast or a Draining Kiss or something.
So I feel like their team could have had Trick Room because Alchemy can learn Trick Room. I think if they'd gone for Trick Room first, they could have then gone for like the speedy Draining Kiss on you before you did the Parting Shot.
Yeah. So presumably it's going to hit Ogerpon, but Urshifu would have been very weak to... Oh, it's gone for Fake Tears again. Urshifu would have been very weak to the Draining Kiss if it came that way, so just played it safe and through Flutter Main in, but...
Yeah, I always like that. The ice cream Pokemon. I always teamed it up with Appleton, so it's like Alamo.
Yeah.
Apple pie and ice
and
cream.
get, like, the Vanillix on the go as well.
Oh, that's what I did, yeah. So that's a good team. It's good coverage. It had, yeah, the Vanillux had No Warning and Aurora Veil.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So even though like Appleton is like 4 times weak to ice, it only took the 1/16 damage from the ice anyway. So and it had like the Ripen, so I gave it the Ripen on like the Citrus Berry.
Oh, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just Moonblast the Alchemy and hope it dies, even though it's got, you know, alright defensive stats. And then I'm going to Spiky Shield on the Ogerpon, because it probably expects with like 4 drops to my special defense, I'm going to swap. I'm going to go for a Spiky Shield to like just protect and bait out what's happening here. It's going into fire mode Ogerpon, I think. Which would mean keeping water mode Ogerpon out would be really useful.
Yeah, to resist, yeah. If you've got like the special attack as low as you have. Like, why does it look like Act 2 from Samurai Jack?
Wow. Okay, that Moonblast hit nowhere near as hard as I thought, but yeah. The Ivy Cudgel going straight towards that Ogerpon. And the Fake Tears is as well.
So that Alchemy is just crying. So on a bad day, he's just done nothing but cry. Like me.
So what we're going to do is maybe just the double switch. Incineroar to get the Intimidate off, and then get the Urshifu in for the for when it inevitably tries to hit me with the Fire Ivy Cudgel. Drop that attack down from when it rose again.
One of the things I like about the double switch, though, is like switching is the single fastest thing in the game, right?
It always goes before anything else apart from Pursuit, right? But Pursuit doesn't exist anymore.
Yes, it's the single fastest option you have every turn. I always like that because that means your trainer has got some like ninja level reflexes. So you can even switch out before extreme speed.
Yeah.
Like, you can have like extreme speed Arcanine, but your trainer like.
Oh my god, these Fake Tears just keep rolling in.
Just crying.
It's just really crying on me.
Like, if I saw that thing next to me, I'd cry.
So I'm going to fake out the Ogerpon and just go for Surging Strikes on it and hope we kill it in one. And whatever it switches from the Ogerpon, presumably, I'm hoping that we just can hit that hard as well. I'm thinking it might just swap the Ogerpon out to keep it alive. See what they do.
So what do you think the linchpin of this team is then? Is it the Incineroar because of its utility, or the Urshifu for just the sheer damage?
I think it's probably just Incineroar for versatility, right? It's like, it seems silly to never put a Incineroar into the team, Urshifu I think about not putting it in sometimes. And luckily they didn't swap, so we just took out that big threat. And presumably just more fake tiers are coming in, maybe?
Well, it's alone now, so it's definitely...
Or maybe it's just like choice scarfed or something.
Maybe, yeah. That'd be a weird choice to have.
Yeah.
It's very, very slow. They look like they should have, like, that should be a trick room team. Alchemy is very bulky.
Or really choice specs, maybe even. But yeah, you would have thought if they were choiced, then they would have swapped out, but... I'm just trying to wonder what it's doing by just only fake tiers over and over and over. I'm trying to get into its head, this little alchemy.
They're just there asking it, like, why are you crying?
Why is your entire tactic just to come in and cry?
It might be choice, but yeah, and just once you got the damage, they might not want to switch out. And just by a certain point, they've committed too much.
Yeah. So I think the only thing we can really hope on here is just like big hits, so just get Flare Blitz off on Corviknight. And then hopefully the alchemy can get taken down by some like Surging Strikes.
Corviknight's so fucking
I might just do the Surging Strikes on Corviknight as well. No, I won't.
No, do it on, like, the alchemy's not going to do anything.
But it might. I know Shifu's got 4 drops in special defense.
But I'd risk it for a biscuit. Like, this would be like the biggest brain play if they've just done like fake tiers.
I'm scared that the alchemy's got something planned.
The no mix up. Like, you know that they know that you know they know.
They're in my head. The alchemy's just been crying in my head. Okay, take out the alchemy. I'm hoping just the Flare Blitz will kill it, but Corviknight is bulky.
It is. I wish it had more unique stuff. I know it's got like mirror.
It's just bad Skarmory though, isn't it?
Yeah, I wish it had something that made it unique. Like the mirror thing that it has is like, what is it? Reflects negative stat changes to itself. It's kind of decent.
I can't remember. Even without that reflect, Incineroar was not taking out that Corviknight.
Yeah, so
Corviknight's faster than the Incineroar. I'm surprised about. Like, it's not massive speed investment in the Incineroar. It's a bulky.
It is a bird meta steal.
It is, yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna go for knockoff and Surging Strikes, and the Surging Strikes should get the kill with the crits anyway, I believe, because it should ignore reflect.
Which is why Urshifu is so stupid.
Like, I think we've got this locked down. I think it's 4v1 at the moment, so I think this Corviknight's got a game to be playing. Yeah, I'm still just wondering, like, what was the alchemy there to do?
I think you're right. He was probably choiced into something, and just after a certain point, they didn't want to switch it out because they didn't want to lose.
Because the potential loss of the Corviknight or something was even worse than committing to fake tiers, yeah.
And is Ivy Cudgel a special attacking move then?
No, that's the thing. Is like the Gastrodon was probably special attacking, but both the Corviknight, in fact, every single other Pokemon it had on its team is a physical attacker.
Body press though.
So unless it's done that thing where they forgot they had a choice move, and they've put they forgot they had a choice item.
I feel that
they've put fake tiers on the build, and then for like fake tiers Draining Kiss, but they were locked in with a choice item maybe.
Yeah, do you know, like when you put a assault vest on and you forget and try and go for a.
You put like a bulk up on there or something with it, yeah. GG, yeah, we got the 3-1 there. So I just like that was a relatively solid fight, and we did quite well, and I'm quite happy with ending it there. I'm just so confused about the alchemy. It just cried us for Barton.
Feels like that was good because you used analytic skill. That's the real thing you need to learn. Is the ability to recognize what your teammate, like not your teammate, your opponent's going to do, what their plan might be, what the like just from that initial 30 seconds when you see their team and you have to pick your force to counter their for.
Yeah, picking the 4 to counter there for, and also just that moment when the first 2 Pokemon come out and you've got to say to yourself in your head, like, okay, what's the strat? Why are these 2 their lead? And, you know, they read me quite well in that opening because They put out their 2 non-physical attackers because they also the Intimidate. They put out the Gastrodon, presumably because I could have had Ogerpon, Water, or Urshifu, and the Storm Drain would count on that. So they actually had a really good opening pick, but I was able to kind of, work around that and see what they were planning.
The problem was just there's way, way, way too much offense on your side of the field.
That's the difficulty that I came into, is that the meta is so heavily focused around just, okay, there's an Incineroar there, but the Incineroar's, it's got the Intimidate, it's got the Parting Shot, it's got the Fake Out, it's got the Knockoff. Like, it's got also just the big hit in the Flare Blitz. It can do so many things, whereas most other Pokemon I was coming up against they were just killing me before I could do any setup or anything because it's just so offense-based.
Yeah, I always forget that Incineroar, just that opening of, we're going to go for Intimidate and then Parting Shot. I've just cut your defense in half. Neuter 2 Pokemon at once.
Yeah, it's crazy, yeah. But yeah, I think I'll leave it there because that was a really nice one to end on, of just a nice, clear win for me. And I think even this past, 2 months, I'm already seeing myself perform a lot better. Obviously, that's because I'm using a lot better Pokemon. But I'm also just feeling that I have a lot better just knowledge base going on now.
You're just making smarter decisions.
Exactly, yeah. I do think as well, doing this stream where I'm talking about my decision making, it does help me just calm down for a minute and plan out my moves a bit better. I was about to do a Surging Strikes on immediately, went, hang on, no, I'm talking this through. That's probably going to have Storm Drain. That's a bad idea. So yeah, I do think it's definitely getting there. We're working on it. And thank you all for everyone in chat just joining along, and Carl for joining in as well. For this type of stream, if you want to come back, again, it's every 2 weeks on the Thursdays. We'll be back in a couple of weeks' time for more battling, but next Thursday for Pokemon, it will be back to the Nuzlocke, where I have leveled up all of our Pokemon that we might potentially use to 48 to hit that level cap for the gym, because I'm just I can't go through that again.
The aftermath.
The aftermath of just Chestnut being 5 levels higher than everything and wiping us nearly. But yeah, thank you everyone. Colin and I will be back on Monday night to do the finale of Mass Effect 2.
Finish Mass Effect, yes.
Mass Effect 2 will be done for, so we still have a little ways to go to hit our sub goal. We're on 33 out of 50 to start playing Mass Effect 3, but there will just be other Monday night streams of Mystery Mondays will continue while we don't do Mass Effect Mondays. So we won't be losing out on streams, it just won't be Mass Effect Mondays specifically. But yeah, thank you all for joining in, and I hope everyone has a lovely day, evening, or night, wherever you are. Thank you all.